Stay tuned. The return of it all is closer than you think.
Today, we're learning how to activate your God gene.
我真係差對住，你個老兩乜嘅病咧，係你嘅都會查。
So now that the veil is lifting and your presence is shifting, they're confused. They're looking at you like, wait, where did this come from? And the truth is, it didn't just come, it's been there the whole time. God just didn't give them access to the full version of you because they weren't ready. And now it's too late. You're already becoming what they swore you'd never be. Number 2, you were sent to blend in, not belong. You were never meant to fit in, and deep down you always knew it. There was always this quiet disconnect between you and the world around you. No matter how much you tried to blend in, laugh along, play the role, you still felt like something was off. That's because you weren't sent here to belong. You were sent to blend in just enough to study the system, survive the environment, and outgrow the illusion. Your entire presence was intentional. You were placed in families, circles, and communities that couldn't see you because your light was coded to activate only at divine timing. The truth is, you were embedded like a divine agent in a world that's been on autopilot for too long. While everyone else was chasing trends, validation, and shallow approval, you were catching spiritual downloads you didn't even ask for. You weren't crazy. You were chosen. You weren't misunderstood. You were encrypted. That ache you've carried most of your life, the one that made you question if something was wrong with you, was just the pressure of being surrounded by people who couldn't comprehend your energy. They didn't reject you because you were flawed. They rejected you because you were different in ways they couldn't define. You weren't sent to flow with the current. You were sent to disturb it. You were sent to be the glitch in the system, the interruption in the generational cycle, the one who sees too much, feels too deeply, and questions what everyone else blindly accepts. People like you aren't meant to be understood by the crowd. You were meant to expose what the crowd's been sleeping on. So yes, they laughed at you, ignored you, tried to box you in. But none of it stuck, because your assignment wasn't to be liked. Your assignment was to be light. And now that you're stepping into that truth, everything around you is starting to shift. People are uncomfortable, not because you've changed, but because you're finally becoming everything they tried to convince you you'd never be. Number 3, your life was designed to be unrecognizable until the appointed time. You didn't look like the one because you weren't supposed to, yet the life you lived, the path you walked, the pain you went through, it was all part of a divine setup that made sure no one could truly see you until it was time. That confusion people had when they looked at you wasn't your fault, it was intentional. God kept your identity spiritually scrambled so people would judge you based on appearance, not anointing. He let them doubt you, disrespect you, and even dismiss you, because the reveal wasn't meant to happen until the illusion collapsed. People saw the struggle, the losses, the setbacks, and assumed you weren't important. They thought your silence meant weakness, your poverty meant failure, your broken moments meant defeat. But what they didn't know was that while your life looked chaotic on the outside, something powerful was happening on the inside.